Mexico City. Matt, what the devil are you doing in Mexico?
Suppose you let me ask the questions. How's the new third act?
Well, I'm on the last scene now. It should be just a matter of minutes.
Perfect timing. Hermie's getting you plane reservations. Pick him up at the office and I'll meet you at the Mexico City airport.
But, Matt, wait a minute. I can't go to Mexico.
Ah, of course you can. You're a grown boy.
Is Zach Humber with you?
What did you hear about Humber? Oh. I thought you might have heard some distorted gossip about my throwing him out of the partnership. That crook tried to claim me as a deductible income tax item.
But, Matt, I really shouldn't go. Janet's waiting for me up at the island and...
Oh, you'll only be gone 2 or 3 days. And when we get back, we'll be all ready to start casting. Would Janet object to that, even if she knew? Good. Oh, and incidentally, Eric, I think it best you not mention this trip to anyone. I'll explain when you get here. Nobody will know you've gone. I can't wait to read that third act. See you tomorrow night. Eric, my strong, silent friend, welcome to Mexico City.
Matt, if you can give me one good reason for...
Oh, yes, I want you to meet Victoria Grace Vivian Elizabeth Riddell. Eric Bush.
Vivian. Vivian Saxon. I'm still clinging to Matt's name, whether he admits it or not. That's the privilege of an ex.
It's a woman's intuition, I suppose. Come on, we'll show you the sights of Mexico City from a ringside table.
An orchid tonight, Senor Saxon?
Yes, indeed, an orchid. An orchid for the most beautiful lady in the world. Oh, but you haven't got the proper shade. She requires just the faintest tint of pastel green. Her delicate beauty must be set off properly. Find me the orchid that I want. Find it if you have to comb all of Mexico.
Si, senor.
Yes.
I think I'll tidy up a bit.
Yes, of course. What do you think of her?
Very attractive. I'd heard you had an ex-wife.
Yes, when we were married, she always wanted to back one of my plays. However, it seemed sort of unethical. Now I feel free in permitting her to make another fortune.
Then she's backing the play?
She is our answer to that moron, Zach Humber.
It's all set.
Well, it's only a question of time. You can understand, however, why I asked you not to say anything about this trip. It's open to all kinds of misinterpretations.
Ah, Senor Saxon, from New York, for hours the operator has been trying to get in touch with you.
Oh, thank you, Jose. I'm using this as my Mexico City office. It's very convenient, and the wine is good. Show him where he can wash his hands for 5 pesos.
This way, please.
Hello, operator.
It's so wonderful to be with Matt again. I thought he'd forgotten I was on Earth. What's come over him, Mr. Bush?
How do you mean?
Oh, something's happened to mellow him. He's as gentle as a lamb, so considerate and attentive. I never stopped loving him, even through the divorce. And now that I have him back, it's almost too good to be true.
Why, I guess it's just that Matt needs someone like you.
Yes, I'm still here. I'm practically taking root. Hello, Hermie. What's on your fat little mind?
We're in trouble, boss. The word got out that Humber isn't backing us anymore, so already there's $38,000 worth of lawsuits.
Haven't you got something important to tell me?
Well, aside from the lawsuits, your production staff quit on account of no pay. They tell me we're going to be evicted from these offices, and the same goes for your house.
Well, creditors scare very easily.
And besides all that, your temperamental captain got drunk and sank the yacht.
I knew that captain would resort to something spectacular. You haven't given me one problem, Hermie, that couldn't be solved with money. And would it interest you to know that in a few days we'll be rolling in the nauseating stuff?
Boss, you found another angel. I can tell by your voice. We got another angel.
Yes, Hermie, we've got another angel. A slightly used one, but with wings of pure platinum.
Oh, I knew you'd come through, boss. Can I spread the word around? Who is he, boss?
Isn't a he, it's a she, Angel. You remember Vivian, my ex-wife.
Not Vivian, boss.
Why not?
That's one of the reasons I'm calling you. All week long, we've been getting wires from Mexico City wanting to know if you'll stand good on her bills. She's piled up her own national debt down there. She hasn't got a nickel. I got the telegrams right here on your desk. I can read them to you if you want. This is terrible.
What a dirty little pauper.
Thank you. That was lovely.
Afraid my rum is a bit rusty, but with your help.
Senor Bush, you are wanted at the telephone.
Me?
Si, senor.
Perhaps Matt needs some information on his call. Run along and pry him away from that phone if you can.
Thank you. Excuse me. Busboy said something about a phone call. Why do you have your hat?
Bad news from Hermie. He says that Vivian and I are about to break into the gossip columns.
Oh.
You and I are going to have to fly back to New York tonight.
What excuse are you going to make to Vivian?
None.
But you can't just leave her there, especially if she's going to back the play.
I'm convinced that an entanglement with Vivian would be disastrous. Don't worry about our financial backing. I've decided to get it in a less hazardous manner. Get your things.
Your special orchid, Senor Saxon. With the help of many friends, I find it.
Oh, thank you very much. I asked you to get this orchid for me for the most beautiful lady in the world. And who do you think that lady is?
I do not know, Senor.
You. I give you this token of my esteem with my fondest compliments.
Oh, gracias, Senor.
I don't know what Matt's going to say about you being here to meet him.
Why shouldn't I be, you frightened little watchdog?
Oh, there they are.
Hello, Matt. Oh, Matt, you old fly-by-night. It was just my luck that I found out from Hermie you were coming home.
Oh? Well, I can only be here a few minutes. I'm on my way to Hollywood.
Hollywood? What for, boss?
My friend Eric has finally written the most amazing play in the history of the theater. There's only one person in the world that can play it, and I'm going to Hollywood to get him.
If he can act, what's he doing out there?
Collecting a tidy fortune, you idiot. I'm referring to Peter Stano.
Matt, do you think you can get him? Every producer on Broadway's been trying to lure him back.
Oh, I haven't. Hermie, get me a reservation on the first westbound plane.
Yeah, what'll we use for money?
Oh, Eric, you can write a check, can't you? I need a little travel money.
Sure. How much?
Oh, 1,500. 2,000 to be on the safe side.
Matt, I hope you'll be in Hollywood for at least a week.
Oh, well, that's why you met me at the airport, eh? Hiding someone in your apartment.
I'm going to Hollywood myself next week.
For a picture?
I'm playing the lead.
Naturally, for whom?
Dave Epps.
The contract been signed yet?
It's being drawn up now. I'll sign it before I leave. Oh, Matt, I've waited so long for a break, and I think I got this on my own without your help.
Bound to happen sooner or later. That's the end of the future Mrs. Saxon.
Are you kidding? You know I'm ready at the drop of a hat.
Matt, I made out one of these for 500 and the other for 1,500. I didn't think Hermie could get the full amount here.
Oh, well, thank you very much. We'll have some coffee while I'm waiting. Run along, Hermie.
I suppose you'll clam up if I ask what you two black sheep are doing in Mexico City. But Janet will find out tonight.
Is she back from the island?
Since yesterday. She called me.
Does she know where I've been?
Of course. Didn't you tell her?
I didn't have a chance.
Janet's a very broad-minded young lady. As a matter of fact, we've both been working very hard. You'll stay for coffee, won't you?
I better get to the apartment. I'll see you when you get back from Hollywood. Good luck.
Oh, well, say hello to Janet for me.
Sure.
Tell her I'll be over later.
When will that young man stop behaving like a husband?
Never, I hope.
Genius?
Hello, dear.
It's way past midnight, Janet. We'd better be going.
Oh, no, you can't go yet. The class prophecy said I was going to marry a famous man. And here he is. And you haven't even met him. These are my friends from St. Louis, all visiting New York for the first time. And we went to 5 nightclubs. Revolting, isn't it?
Janet, your friends are trying to say goodnight.
Listen, famous author. I have guests. Why don't you get off your high horse and act like a gentleman?
You better excuse yourself to your friends. They may not understand that you're drunk.
Well, we'll tell her goodbye for us, Mr. Bush, and we'll phone before we leave town.
I'm sure she'll be all right in the morning.
Nice knowing you, Bush.
Where are you going?
I don't know. It doesn't matter to you, and it doesn't matter to me.
What's bothering you? Is the fact that I went to Mexico without telling you?
That's your business. You closed me out of your life long ago.
That's unfair, Janet. You know how busy I've been on the play.
All I know is that you've become so tangled up with Matt Saxon, I can't tell one of you from the other. You've turned into an intellectual snob who has nothing in common with his wife. You sent me away so I wouldn't interfere with your writing, and then you went to Mexico. I don't understand you anymore, and I'm fed up with the way you're treating me.
Look, Janet, we've both been under a strain, but it's over now. I've finished the play. Give me a chance to snap out of this nightmare, will you?
I've given up hope that you'll ever be yourself again. I've lost faith in you.
Why can't you be honest and state the simple truth, that you don't love me anymore? Don't blame everything on a change in me. I'm the same man I always was.
Oh, I wish you were. I wish you were.
You poor, long-suffering wife. What are you after, a divorce? Answer me, do you want a divorce, yes or no?
You wouldn't have thought of such a thing unless you wanted one yourself. I'm not going to answer you.
That's a fine way to leave things.